I'm more of a basic girl. I like my steaks with gravy and 3 veg. You can do stuffed roasts, or the beef Wellingtons are always popular. And just basic things where you can add veggies and spices and make it more presentable with garnishes. I got into meat retailing just after I'd finished my HSC in 2007 because I hadn't planned to go to university and I wanted to do something with my hands, but nothing really appealed to me. So I just looked in the paper and there was a job for a butcher apprentice first year, and so I took it up and I haven't looked back since.
Where did you start your employment?
Pretty big retail shop out the front of Woolies in the Sutherland Shire in Sydney. But it really didn't turn out for me that well. My boss wasn't the best of bosses and I ended up at another butcher down the road, and I've been there for 3 years now, and my boss is much better. It's only a small 3-man shop, and from day one I was learning things, like I was acting like a real butcher, and whereas at the other shop I was only serving all day and didn't have really anything to do with the meat.
What does it take to be a butcher?
Sense of humour. You can't be squeamish. It gets cold. In here at the moment it's 4 degrees. It's very physical work, so you do have to have the physical abilities, which I've come to terms with. Still can't carry a hind quarter, but that could be to do with my height as well as my strength.
What are the day-to-day tasks that you do at the butcher?
Put in the window, then just cutting spares for customers. That'll be the morning done, and then in the afternoon we normally do the break-up with beef and pork and whatever else we have, the lambs. And serving customers throughout the day as well, that's a big part of it. Because I'm in a small suburban butchery, you get to know your customers and you know all their kids and you watch them grow up.
How would you get younger girls involved in this trade?
What they're doing at WorldSkills, they're letting kids watch on, and I know in the convention centre they have a guy filling sausages out and there's always a big crowd of kids around them. It's not something they look for because of all the blood and guts, but there's not that much. There's no bad smells. There's no, there's not that much mess. Like the physical labour is part of it, but in past times, male butchers have also been a bit misogynist or a bit sexist, but these days there's not much of that around. It's all very equal rights, and there are a few women butchers around.
What do your friends think of the trade that you're in?
It's actually quite funny because my 3 best friends are all vegetarians, so they don't really, they like that I'm doing this and how I'm competing against boys. They see me as something like a strong woman leader, but apart from that they don't really care. My boyfriend likes the idea that I carry around knives and thinks I'm kind of like Xena warrior princess.